Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now Denver's starting five. The combo up front is Porter Jr. and the Joker. Aaron Gordon is out there with Murray. That is Brown in at the small forward position.
I love that Aaron Gordon goes right up with it. He's got really good instincts for knowing when to catch and shoot.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Gordon. Outside White. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Jokic will bring it up for Denver. This team has now won 28 consecutive games and have put themselves into elite company by surpassing the record set by LeBron James and the Heat back in 2013.
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself, just settle in and watch these guys work.
Good on the shot.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Right side Murray. Pass to Jokic. Three-pointer. Parries it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Outside Murray. Back to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Porter. The three is up. Boston pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Tatum looking it over. That one falls.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The drive by Murray. And here's Jokic outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Jokic has got 6.
I mean, with his three-point shooting, Jokic is able to draw opposing bigs out on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes for him and his teammates.
The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. The Nuggets, number 1.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
Outside White. And here's Brown. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24 and a half a game. Outside Tatum. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got his second basket.
What a weapon the three has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Murray inside. 23 points his last outing. Such a wide open look. He's got 9.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Tatum from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
How about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Yep, count it.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA, at 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Tatum inside. He's guarded by Porter. Tries the 9-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Tatum's got 10.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Jokic screen. Outside Murray. Here's Brown. He's guarded by White. Outside Murray. The Nuggets need to get one up. Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, BA, you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Kornet's checked in for Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Holiday finds Brown. Denver grabs the miss. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
In 2 games last season, they had a hard time against this team, both at home and on the road.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Left side Holiday to the middle. Here's the break. Brown with the steal. Inside. And Holiday powers it home.
That's a big-time power move by Drew Holiday. He is so strong around the rim.
The Nuggets lead by 4. Pass to Rose. Westbrook with a screen on Holiday. The drive by Rose. Here's Watson. The three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Going inside, Westbrook gets the bucket.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And when we take a look at the box score from that game, one of the first things that you'll notice is the number of turnovers they were able to force.
Now, I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
Here's Watson. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. And now an 8-point Denver lead.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
It looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nuggets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for Denver, Westbrook runs the point with Murray to his side. Peyton Watson is out there with Christian Brown, and it's Jordan in at the center position. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
And Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
And the Celtics making a change here. Kornet's checked in. Outside Murray. Lets the three fly. Hauser grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Holiday's got 5.
You just sense the confidence Drew Holiday has, ready to shoot off the catch.
Holiday against Westbrook. Pass to Murray. The 3 ball. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. He's got 6.
And hey, I mean, Murray will take the corner 3 when it's given to him. You got to chase him off this line.
Crowder's checked in for Brown. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. Taking a look at Denver. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference.
Seeing where the Nuggets are, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
On the wing, Murray. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Jordan with a screen on Tatum. Murray for 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And it's Tatum missing. Denver has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Westbrook against Holiday. Pass to Murray. Takes the 3. He drops it from range. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Over Murray. Tatum can't hit. Denver leading by 5. On the wing, Murray, pounded by Tatum. Jordan with a screen on Tatum. A shot from the mid-range. Murray up top, pounded by Tatum. And he gets it to go. Murray's got 8 points here in the quarter.
So active on offense. Murray doing it himself.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Holiday. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Murray. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Now Holiday. 5 points in the game. Looking to end the run. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Westbrook, the pass to Jordan. Murray finds some space. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Tatum. Nice shot from the wing. Tatum's got 13.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
Holiday against Westbrook. Pass to Murray from the arc. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Outside Murray. Jordan with a screen on Tatum. And it's Murray off the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Porter Jr. comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Strawther. And it's Gordon in for Russell Westbrook.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Jokic against Porzingis. Now here's Jokic. He's closely guarded. Out to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Outside Murray. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. This group of 4s and 5s have been unreal of late. The best shooting percentages for the bigs over the last 10 games. Nikola Jokic, number 1.
Every team in this league wants a guy like him. A big who scores at an efficient clip. What an asset to have.
Craig is checked in for Horford. Rose is checked in for the Nuggets. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Brown passes to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Fires at the elbow, and he hits the jumper.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Rose with it, picked up by Craig. Porter with a screen on Craig. Outside for Porter. Jokic against Porzingis. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
Here's Brown. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. And he trims the lead to single digits. Pritchard's got 5 points.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Rose into the lane. And stolen by Porzingis. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nuggets ahead, leading by 9. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each. Thanks as always.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Here's Pritchard, defended by Gordon. Gordon with a steal.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it.
Celtics trail by 9. Here's Pritchard. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8 points now.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and What Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Brown passes to Pritchard. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Pritchard, defended by Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis passes to Brown. Up and over Porter. Brown can't hit. Denver leading by 6. Gordon on the wing. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. To the right side. Pass to Jokic. Now Murray. Jokic, the screen. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Rose has checked in for Denver. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Boston.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Gordon on the wing. He's guarded by White. They double him with White. Outside Porter. Down low. Here's Brown. Tipped. White with the steal. For the finish. On the break. Jaylen Brown.
Well, this is who we know Derek White is. Excellent anticipation defensively. And what does he do? He makes sure his teammate gets an opportunity.
Out to Gordon. Jokic with a screen on Tatum. Porter against Brown. Pass to Brown. Here's the 3. Boston with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Pritchard. Fires top of the key. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Brown. Gordon outside for 3. Denver the rebound. Jokic is doubled. Out to Rose. The 3 is up. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 7. Fires the 3. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Out to Rose. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Boston's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. Back to Tatum. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Holiday's checked in for Boston. And a look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Nikola Jokic.
And his assist numbers have been dropping over the past few years. Not a good trend. Perhaps he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot and not seeing the rest of the court.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Tries it from 16, and he hits the jumper for 2. Murray's got 20.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
Outside, Brown. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
Outside Murray. Into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And it's Tatum missing.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Jordan with a screen on Brown. Here's Murray. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Pritchard, defended by Gordon. Pass to Brown. Gordon with a steal. Here's Murray. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
6 to shoot. Brown. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Najee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Strawther comes in for Brown. Gordon with a screen on Holiday. Murray passes to Gordon. Horford pulls it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Here's Brown. Pass to Cornette from downtown. Pure from three-point range. Cornette's got 5 points.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talked about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. "12 seconds left in the third. And finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Denver, Westbrook runs the point with Murray to his side. Hayden Watson is out there with Zeke Najee, and it's Strawther in at the 3, a small forward. Here's Hauser, pounded by Westbrook. Pass to Cornette. Out to Horford. Murray against Holiday. Off the mark there with a 3. Denver leading by 8. And it's Murray finishing it off.
We've seen this before from Murray. In big games, too, a dynamic scorer.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. Nails it from 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Outside Murray. Pass to Najee. Here's Strawther, and here's Westbrook. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Strawther. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Tatum finds Holiday, and yep, it's good.
Drew Holiday showing you he's got touch wherever he is on the floor.
Here's Westbrook. Pass to Najee. On the wing, Murray. Off target from three-point range.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Tatum against Murray. Tatum inside. Look at Tatum using his length.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Pritchard's checked in for Hauser. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. He buries it from three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
On the wing, Holiday, guarded by Rose. And the basket by Holiday.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Porter. Shoots over Horford. Porter's shot is off. Celtics trail by 4. To the wing, right side. Here's Pritchard. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
And usually teams go on runs from a bunch of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
Jokic with it. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
There's Tatum with the three. Westbrook with the rebound.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Pass to Jokic from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Horford with it. On the wing, Holiday. Launches it. Here's Cornette. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nikola Jokic.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Drew Holiday. For Denver, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Gordon against Tatum. They kick it out to Murray. Drains the triple. Murray's got 29.
And this is why they go to Murray in critical spots of the game. He just knows how to come through.
Timeout. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. One guy who's been getting it done is Jamal Murray.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Porzingis has checked in for Boston. To the paint. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
To the inside. Jokic finds Gordon. They kick it out to Murray. Jokic the screen. Murray with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. The free throw drops for Jokic.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Tatum with it. Oh, sweet move. Tipped.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact on D.
White against Murray. Now here's Jokic, guarded closely. White against Jokic. Pass to Porzingis. And here's White. side Tatum. Porzingis in the post. Porter's there. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Pritchard. On target from range. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And here's Jokic outside. The triple goes for Jokic.
And in these moments, Jokic shines bright, commanding the rock in the clutch and stepping up. You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. Unshakable trust in Jason Tatum in this sort of situation. Their staff just puts the ball in his hands and lets him make plays.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Here's Tatum. He connects. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Brown finds Tatum. For 3, Porzingis. The shot comes out. And so it's Denver with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it